Timing. This shit's all about timing. They told you 2020 was gonna be the year that everybody seen everything. They told you 2020 was gonna be the year that everybody get 2020 vision. And everything that's been happening on this planet, in this world, people was gonna start to see. Not only that you was gonna start to see it, but you was gonna be able to see it clearly. I remember hearing this back in 2012. Man, 2012 was such an activation year, man. Such an activation year. They said it was the end. 2012 was the end. But it was really the beginning. But it's a cycle. It's a cycle. Everything happened in cycles. It was a period between 2012 and now. This spring equinox we just had, March 21st. Man, I wish I could really explain to people how powerful that period in time was. From the spring equinox of 2012 to the spring equinox of 2021, man, so much happened. So much shit happened, but it all happened in the shadows. So much shit happened on this planet, man. So many people went through so much shit. So many people grew. You know what I mean? Some people fell off their path, lost their way. It was a filter. Everybody getting filtered out. Everybody going through their own tests. You know what I mean? You your own judge at the end of the day. Everything that happens to you in your life, you manifest that. You bring that into your world. You make yourself go through that. It's nothing that can happen to you that you didn't actively create, consciously and subconsciously. So from 2012 to the spring equinox 2021, man, that whole period was an ending and a beginning. Certain people aligned themselves with certain energy and certain frequencies back in 2012. And those people who was on that frequency, those were the people. It wasn't like you just automatically get to go, or you automatically get the gifts, or you automatically get the wisdom or the activation. Nah, those were the people who was like, okay, well, I'm signing up for tryouts. You know what I mean? Back in 2012, you was signing up for tryouts. Like, oh, I can handle this. I think I can do this. I'm ready. So you had to go through the filtration process. So from 2012 to 2021, it was a whole filtration process. If you was really doing the work, you was really on that spiritual path, you was really about that life, so much shit happened to you in that period. You should have, man, I can't even, it's no way I can sit and explain to you all the shit that happened to me in my regular life and in my magical life. The revelations, the tests, the Shit, man. It's been 3 years since I uploaded anything to my channel. And I was going through so much at the time, and I was learning so much and gaining so much. And I for real, I really just wanted to share, but Spirit was like, nah, it ain't time. It's not time yet. You know what I mean? So a year went by. I'm like, dang, I'm going through this. I'm going through that. I'm all type of rituals and having all type of crazy experiences. Like, dang, man, I just want to, jump on the channel. Let me shit. Nah. Say nah. For whatever reason. But I listened, man. I listened. 2 years went by. It's like, dang, okay, all right. It's been 2 years since I uploaded anything to my channel. Like, you know what I mean? I kind of started this with a certain intention, with a certain mindset. I wanted to do, you know what I mean, fulfill a certain type of purpose. Let me jump in. Nah, it's not time. It's not time. I'm like, well, but for real, I really don't even be questioning, They say something, I listen. All right, cool. When the time is right, time is right. A whole nother year go by. We 3 years in. But always knew the day was gonna come. You know what I mean? Or the time was gonna come. Oh, 2020, what a fucking year was that? I wish I could have came and jumped in, shared with y'all in 2020. So much shit was going on, man. I was seeing so much shit. I'm like, Spirit like, nah, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. It ain't time. I'm to the point where I'm like, maybe it might not be time for another 5, 10 years. Yeah. I need to start looking at other avenues. But the wisdom that I've gained in these last 3 years through magic, the magical experiences that I have had, man, it's gonna take a minute for me to even upload half, but for sure it's coming. But the concept of time and timing, see, Spirit got a plan, man. Spirit got a plan. And it don't matter what the fuck you want or how you want it. If that shit is not in line with that plan, it's not gonna happen. And guess what? The farther we get in time, the more that plan becomes potent and it becomes active. See, there was a time where people on this planet could do certain things and take advantage of certain people and certain types of energy. But that time is over. That shit is over. This shit is flowing one way and one way only. And that's the way Spirit wanted to flow. Period. We in a whole new pocket of time. This shit right here, ultimate manifestation period. Ultimate manifestation period right now. Just think about it if you was at the beginning of time. What could you create for yourself? People don't die. The same souls that existed back in the day are the same souls that exist now. You just in a new body. When you get up out that body, you're going to get you another body. And then you're going to have another one. You've had so many, it's ridiculous. But we talking about time. At what period did you have that body? At what period did you have that consciousness? Because it's a cycle. And the time that we in right now is the most precious. I'm talking about for people that do the work. For real. And for the people that have been doing the work, it's time for them to come out of the shadows. You're going to start seeing a lot of people. Like these next 3 years, it's going to be so much of a shift in leadership, consciousness, and spirituality. People ain't going to be able to believe it. If you look at the state of mind of the consciousness of the people as a whole right now, you took a survey, somehow you was able to analyze it, and you could see what level it was at, and you compare it to the level where it's going to be in 3 years, astounding. It's going to be insane. You talk about an awakening, but we just at the beginning of it. It just started. It just started. You got to understand time, man. You know, everybody back in 2012 was like, oh, yeah, it's the time. It's in, the age of Aquarius. It's going to happen. Everybody had their hopes up. It's the new age. It's new age this, new age that. Oh, everybody was in their spiritual, chakras, all type of stuff, man. And as time go on, that filtration process. But it's for the real. Only the strong gonna survive for real. Surviving in the sense where you gonna grow into them leadership roles. And you gonna get control. I'm talking about real power. It's a lot of people down here who've been on their shit. They've been on their shit. For real. And there's a lot of people down here who've been faking. And guess what? You think people don't know who you are? You know for sure spirit know. You know every night when you go to sleep at night. None of that shit you saying real. You don't believe in none of that shit. Your heart ain't in it. Fuck you out here misleading somebody and some shit. Your heart ain't in it. Taking advantage of people. Vampires. Yeah. It was a time for all of that. There was a certain time where the energy on this planet allowed for that shit to manifest. Yeah, it was a time for that. But that shit's over. That shit's over. Everything you do is gonna be seen and seen clearly. Your only chance It's manipulation. But that's what you've been thriving on through all of these years. And now we in a time where you can't even do that because the shit is so obvious. You out here pulling these rituals and got everybody believing in this and doing that, but everybody ain't going for it. Not nowhere near the amount of people that used to go for it. Oh, it's people out here conscious now. They awake. They see this shit. They see what you doing. It's clear as fucking day. If you got eyes, you can see. You don't even have to be semi-conscious to see what the fuck is going on. People like, hold on, wait a minute. This don't make no sense. Shit ain't adding up. Of course it ain't. It never did. It never did. You just in a time where you can see it. And as time goes on, you're going to be able to see it more and more. You got to pay attention to the signs. But for the people who already know, for the people who've been doing the work, who've been tested, who went through the filtration process, and seeing within yourself the whole, those people are going to be blessed in unimaginable ways. Now is the time to manifest. Affirmations are crucial in this period. This is the year. This is the time. This is the period. It ain't we coming no more. It ain't no more we coming. We here. We fucking here. Shout out to the ones that's been doing the work, that's been on the grind. Believing in themselves. You will be rewarded. The future is ours. Chaos.